everyone. So it is currently Sunday morning, and I know what you're thinking. Normally I'm finishing the vlogs up by Sunday and not just starting them. But I'm doing things a little bit differently for the next few weeks because it is the 6 weeks holidays now. So because I don't have to go to my day job at the school, I can basically work Monday to Friday on my art business stuff for the next 6 weeks. So I'm going to be doing the vlogs, documenting from Monday to Friday instead of the usual thing where I document from say Thursday, Friday, round to Sunday. So we should be able to get a bit more content in there and get a lot more done, but that's just the schedule changing up a little bit. I am filming today instead of starting tomorrow because I've actually got a market on today, and I've not shown a market while I've been vlogging. I haven't had any markets on since I've started vlogging, but I've got this one. It's just a little market in the town. It's not a huge event or anything. And then I've got a slightly bigger one in a couple of weeks' time as well. So it might be fun to just show a little bit of that today. So I'm just kind of getting all my stock together and putting it in the car, getting it ready to go down. It's just a local market, so I don't have to go far. But yeah, just a little update. I will catch up again with you guys when I'm all set up at the market. I'll show you my stall and everything, how my table looks. So yeah, see you then. Hey everyone, so it's now Monday. I've just got out the shower and I've got a list of things I need to start working on. I'm going to start by telling you about how the market went yesterday. So I'm going to insert some clips that show my stall, how I set everything up. I think it looks pretty good. I'm kind of perfecting the way to display all of my things and find ways that will cram all of my products onto the 6-foot table. I don't know whether I'm going to need to start buying 2 table spaces or not and have a second table. I would like to avoid that because it's quite a lot to carry 2 tables instead of just the one. But yeah, I had space for all my earrings, bookmarks, prints, keyrings and everything. I made this display board actually for my prints to put them all on. It's just 2 pieces of mount board that I've joined together with some door hinges so it can fold in and out, and then I've mounted my prints on there. The market itself was very quiet. There was only maybe about 12 stalls besides my own, so it wasn't a super busy one like what I've had in the past. It was just a little local thing. To be honest, I don't think many people were making sales, to be honest. There was a cake stand, which always does well. People always buy cake. I always buy cake when I'm at a market. But at least I did make a profit. So the table was £10 and I sold some journals, some earrings, some bookmarks. So I ended up making £43. So that's a £33 profit after the table. So not a total loss. But yeah, it can be a little bit boring when the markets are quiet. I was lucky that Dan was off that day, so he was there to chat to and everything. But I have a more a bigger market coming up in a couple of weeks' time, and it's an alternative night market, and I usually do fairly well at those because you tend to get more geeky people there that play the games and things like Baldur's Gate and or people that have read Akatar as well. I've had a few people come up and talk to me about that because they've recognised the Starfall print and stuff. So I usually do much better at those markets in particular. So anyway, moving on to today, I want to do some work on Lae'zel. I haven't touched her for, since maybe sometime last week. Because I didn't get any work done on her over the weekend, unfortunately. I was just really tired, and I kind of took it as it's the start of some holidays. I'll have a break myself, and then I can get into working throughout the week. So I need to finish her rough render, which is almost done, to be honest. I think I just have kind of the collar and shoulder area of her left to do. So that's almost done, and then I just need to blend her out and everything. I would like to get her face fully rendered today, so everything blended out, and then I just have to worry about her hair and her armor, the shoulders of what you can actually see. left to do. And then if I figure out a little background colour to add in, then she will be done. But yeah, without rambling too much, because right now I guess I'm just stalling and procrastinating, putting off actually getting some work done. That's what I need to do. So I am gonna switch the camera off for a little bit, or maybe just switch it around, like you can join me while I work on Lae'zel. But I need to actually at least make a start, because right now all I'm doing is sitting and talking about doing stuff instead of doing the stuff. Okay, so as you can see, she is coming along pretty nicely. There's not like much more to do. What's quite good about the reference is because it is, oh, paint bucket. I don't want to use the paint bucket. What are you doing? The computer is suffering from some real lag at the moment. Just gonna have to bear with. Okay, crisis averted. So because the reference is so dark on one side, it actually made filling in those values very quick, because a lot of them are just so dark you can't really see what's going on. So that's really cool. I like images with a lot of high contrast, so this side is like super bright and then here is really dark. Excuse me. So hopefully that'll help the piece look really dynamic. But yeah, for the rough render, all I have to do is this collar and the rest of this pauldron, and then it'll be time to blend everything out. So I'm just going to keep working as I do on that, really. Not really much more to say on that matter, just that's what I am doing. So I'll make sure I'm on the right brush. Yeah, so, I mean, you notice there that the computer, like, I accidentally did something with the paint bucket tool, and it took ages to do something. Even now I'm getting bits of lag, like I'm gonna have to restart or something. Ugh. It's like this computer is struggling, basically, to keep up with the workload. Like right now I'm trying to get the, I'm holding down Alt to get the ink dropper. There we go. And it's just taking its time. I might need to restart. But yeah, yesterday, or the day before, can't remember now, the computer installed an update. So I restarted it and everything, let it install that update. And since that update, Cricut Design Space hasn't wanted to work for me, which is a big deal. Because that is how I make all of my stickers for my shop. And it's come at a rubbish time, because Astarion, I only actually have 3 of my larger Astarion stickers left, and he's quite popular. And then if I finish Lae'zel this week, I'm going to want to make stickers of her. But basically what's happening is, when I go to click on Cricut Design Space, it doesn't have the icon anymore. It's as if it's been deleted. It just has the basic, like the default app, like application logo for its icon. So it's as if the application itself doesn't exist on the computer anymore. So it says, you know, the app isn't here, re-download it. So I do, from the Cricut website, I re-download the whole thing. And then when I go to use the installer, it says that the app can't run on this computer, and I don't really know the reason for that. So I don't know whether the update has just really messed some things up or what. So I think I mentioned in an earlier vlog that I'm looking at getting a desktop PC, and I think that might have to be sooner rather than later. Because at the moment, I just don't know what to do to fix this issue. Like, it might need a full factory reset or something. I don't know. But I need something to actually do my work on. I need something that will make stickers and everything, that will run my programs without serious lag and everything. So it's all very frustrating. But I might need to look at ordering a computer tonight, like, because I really don't want to have this issue when I want to start making stickers for Lae'zel. and I'm paranoid that I'm going to get a load of Astarion sales over the summer and not be able to fulfill them. I mean, I've altered the stock on there, so you know it will say that they've sold out once I've sold those last 3 stickers, but you know, I like to have them there as an option so that people can buy things. You know, I am trying to make money from this shop, so I want people to be able to buy things and so that I can send them off and everything. But yeah, there is a computer that I kind of decided I wanted that looked fairly decent. It was an Acer. But yeah, an Acer desktop PC is what I'm looking at. Are we just not working now? But yeah, it's got like expandable RAM and all that jazz. And I suppose at least with a desktop PC, you can upgrade the parts as they become outdated, whereas with a laptop, you're kind of stuck with it. At least I don't know a way to upgrade laptop parts. Okay, I think that's her referender. Close up, it looks like a hot mess, but if you zoom out, it looks a bit more put together. So yeah, going to work on blending out her face next. I don't really need this reference open anymore, but I just need to probably start where I always start, with the right eye, or her left, my right eye, and just going to start blending it all out and making it look a bit more like a proper portrait.
He came as quiet as a cat. He didn't ask, just took a seat. He watched the reeds, and that was that. His silence wrapped me soft and sweet. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. The waves splashed on the water's edge. I sat within an aging skiff. The hush had sunk onto the shoal. The wind sang what I longed to hear. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. He didn't speak, but chose to stay. His eyes had something left to say. I felt a warmth I couldn't name, and all I knew was I would stay. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling
Okay, so it has been a few hours and I have been rendering out Lae'zel's face, and I'm really happy with how she's looking. I think she looks so smooth and pretty. So that's all I was really planning to get done with her today, so I could take a break and do something else. I do actually need to get some groceries in, things for tea, so I might need to nip out and do some little bits like that, but pretty happy. That's mostly what I wanted to get done today. So I also wanted to post a little whip on Instagram of her like rough render. So if I like remove that layer, so I kind of wanted to post that on Instagram just as a work in progress kind of thing. It's always funny to switch back and forth and see how it comes together. So yeah, and I also wanted to, oh, that was right, take the stock out of my car so that I can do some packages, because then I can deliver them on the way to the shops. So I should do that now. So I'll catch up with you later on. It is 13:26 on Tuesday and I have just finished Lae'zel. Oh, doesn't she look so cool? I felt like she was looking a little bit dull. So I've actually added this like warming filter to her. It's actually kind of, I think it's called the pizza method. It's where you take like two really contrasting colours, kind of make a pizza shape with it, blur it, and then set it to overlay at a low opacity. And it sort of warms everything up and gives it this nice sort of hue. So I added that to her, and then I added another one to the frame to sort of match it a little bit, because then the frame was looking a little bit too cold and lifeless compared to her. But yeah, I think she's turned out really well, if I do say so myself. She might be my best one yet, I don't know. I feel like every time I do one, I'm like, oh, this is the best one. Yeah, I do have a couple of finishing touches. I have to go around the, like, do something around the main background, which basically I'm probably just going to make it green, and then I put like a dark like feathery thing around the edges. But yeah, after all that, she's finally finished. So next is Minfara, and she will be the last one in this series. Kind of crazy how quickly I've managed to come to the end of this, considering I think I started that first Astarion. Did I paint that 1 year ago or 2 years ago? I can't remember now. Gonna have to have a look. But yeah, I'm just rambling so that you can keep looking at her, because I like to look at her. I'm kind of going to show her off a little bit. I'll probably put her on screen later on as well, so that you can see her properly instead of just filming the tablet screen. But yeah, just to say, she's done and I'm really happy with her. So I did a test print of Lae'zel to make sure that the colours are looking how I want them to, and I think they are perfect. I don't think I have to tweak anything. She's got that nice kind of warm glow. The printer did kind of freak out a little bit. I think it's, if you can even see, it went a little funny at the bottom. I think it could be because I know one of the ink cartridges is low, but I'm expecting more ink to be delivered soon. So just a quick little tester to see how it'll turn out. So since I have finished everything that I had planned to do today, I thought I would just relax with some diamond painting. And I started this one a long time ago, and I am so close to finishing it. I just have like this much left. It's a big boy though. It's a big boy. It's of Kiki's delivery service. It's a really pretty one from Diamond Art Club. I'll unravel it and see if I can get a better shot. Okay. So that's like the main portion of the image. How pretty is that? So that's what I've done so far, and then push it up. Oop, and that's where I'm at. So I'm going to roll it back up, obviously to fit on the desk, and then I'm just going to chill out put on some music or maybe a show and do some of this. So I keep my drills in like these little bottles, and they go into like these drawers that stack into a little organizer, because I have quite a lot of drills, and I save them after each kit, because sometimes you might need spares. Like, you know, occasionally you find that you actually run out. Like this kit is from Diamond Art Club, and they generally are really good at giving you extras, but there was one time, I think it was a particular type of green that I spilled on the floor and ended up with a load of drills that were covered in pet hair, that because of the static I was struggling to get that off. So I ended up needing to dip into my reserves, which I just luckily had from another kit that I'd done earlier. So I do like to keep them all just in case of a disaster, and also just because I'm a bit of a hoarder. And if I keep the drills, I always think, oh, I could use them for like little projects. Like sometimes you see people bedazzling various items in their house, and I think, oh, well, if I have the diamond drills, like I can use them for that. But yeah, this is my pen. I have a wide multi-placer on the end because I like to multi-place, and then just the regular end on the other side. This is just a little one from Amazon, but the multi-placer is from Diamond Art Club. I like treated myself to a better multi-placer. So I got way into diamond painting a few years ago. I discovered it actually through watching Bailey's videos. Bailey J. If you are watching my videos and you don't know who she is, then like I don't really know what to say, because she's a much bigger YouTuber than I am. But she actually got some of her artwork made into kits, which I thought was really cool. And then she started doing a little bit of diamond painting during her vlogs. And I just found it really relaxing and thought, this looks like my kind of hobby. But, you know, if you know me, I don't do anything by halves. I got way, way, way too deep. I got a couple of like daft kits off Amazon to start me off, to see if I had the patience for it and like if I actually liked the actual art of diamond painting. So I got like two sort of A4 sized kits, or maybe A3 sized, I can't remember. So one was of a dragon, one was of like a cat eating a multicolored snow cone. A bit weird, but I did those two and enjoyed them. So I thought, okay, I can probably invest in the more expensive kits then. And when I say more expensive, these kits are pretty pricey. They run kind of high. Not that they're not worth it. They are like super high quality compared to the cheaper kits. But I know a lot of people who do this hobby don't care to spend the amount of money that I have spent to do it, and they're happy with the cheaper ones. But yeah, I kind of hyper-fixated for a while. And the way Diamond Art Club does it, they release new kits every week. And sometimes the kits sell out, and sometimes they're restocked, sometimes they're not. They're like limited edition and everything. So you just never see them again. So it was kind of like that, you know, panic buying for a while. And I was buying a load of kits that I wanted and that were in my wish list for a long time. Basically, I have over 100 kits now. Which is enough to see me through a lifetime when I consider how long it takes me to do them. I can get through pretty big sections, like if I'm sort of in the mode where I'm hyper-focusing again, then I can get a lot of diamond painting done in a short amount of time. But generally, in between working at schools and then coming home and wanting to spend any free energy I have on the artwork. I don't always have that much time for creative hobbies. But I would like to dedicate more time to these kits because I have some absolutely stunning images that I really want to have finished. My plan isn't to hang all of them up either. Like, I don't plan to display every single one of them because there just is not the wall space in my house. And also I don't want people to walk in to my home and just be like accosted by sparkly paintings everywhere. I have one of them up. It's like my favourite image. It's of a bunch of dragons and a stack of books, so it's like perfect for me. The artist is Randall Spangler. So he does these cute dragons, and there is a lot of his artwork on the website. So I have quite a few of his kits. The other one that I would like to put up is this Kiki's delivery service, because it is really, really pretty. And we love Studio Ghibli in this house. So even though Kiki's isn't my favourite, Spirited Away is my absolute favourite, and then probably Howl's Moving Castle. Kiki's is cute, but I didn't really like where the story went, but aesthetically, I love it. So I do want to have this one up somewhere. Dan is very like adamant that I don't fill the house with diamond paintings, and I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I agree with that. But yeah, it's just one of those things that kind of annoys me about my personality, is that I can't just casually engage with something. I have to go all in and spend loads of money and get all of the tools and resources, and yeah. I can't be a casual fan, guys. It's been that way since I was a kid. I obsess, if that makes sense.
Нам більше нема чого втрачати. Ми йдемо, мов тіні, мов примари. Кожен день, мов у пітьмі. Кожен день, мов у пітьмі. Як удари на межі. Як удари на межі. Цей шлях, немов як нескінченна битва. Що лише тільки в мені. Наше життя – це мить. Від зорі до світанку. Без вагань, без меж. Без вагань, без меж. І нехай все навколо руйнує дорогу. Ми йдемо тільки до своєї мети. Повертаючись із того світу знову назад. Ми завжди знаємо ціну кожного слова. Забудь про біль, забудь про страх. Лунає за спиною, немов клич. Якщо зупинився все, пітьма і тебе нема. Так що продовжуй рух, це життя. Наше життя – це мить. Від зорі до світанку. Без вагань, без меж. Без вагань, без меж. І нехай все навколо руйнує дорогу. Ми йдемо тільки до своєї мети. Але ти не питай мене, брате, навіщо я всіх таємниць тобі знов не відкрию. Мій обов'язок вести тебе тільки вперед. Та хай усе твоє життя буде без меж. Так що давай, брате, іди тільки вперед. Обмеження тільки в голові. Усе, ти готовий? Вперед! Наше життя – це мить. Від зорі до світанку. Без вагань, без меж. Без вагань, без меж. І нехай все навколо руйнує дорогу. Хай коріння не згоди заплутує нам ноги. Ми йдемо завжди вперед до своєї мети.
Hey everyone, so it's Thursday afternoon and my next lot of bookmarks have arrived. So let's take a look. Ooh. So these will be the Lae'zel bookmarks, but also some new freebie bookmarks. I know those ones I was giving out for free before. It was just going to be like until they ran out. But I kind of liked having like extra stuff to give out. So I used some like older artwork that I'm not currently using on a bookmark and created a design that could just be like a little freebie thing. It was partly to give out with the packages and the online orders, but also kind of because the market that I'm doing in a couple of weeks, they request that you give out some like little freebies because the first 30 people that turn up to that market always get a goodie bag, and it's full of things from all the different store holders. So I thought these bookmarks would be a good thing to use for that as well, because I'm running out of like daft prints and things that I wasn't selling in the shop. Right, I'm going to try and do another dramatic reveal, but it's difficult because it's wrapped in all this cellophane. Oh, right. Okay, so let's see how these turned out, shall we? Da 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 da. Ooh, there she is. She's all green. She's mean and green. Oh, beautiful. Did I forget to round the... I'm going to have to double check my order. I normally always ask for rounded corners and also a matte laminate. So like I can feel that Lae'zel has got that nice matte laminate on her. And obviously her corners are rounded. So at least she turned out great. But yeah, these freebie ones, they don't have the matte laminate. They've got kind of like the original glossy paper. And the corners aren't rounded. I wonder whether I just forgot to check those options. Oh, okay. So now I have the decision. Do I spend ages rounding all the corners myself? Or do I let them be square? I've just got a thing about like these pointed corners. Like I feel like they're a bit harsh. Like... Obviously, I'm not giving them out to like children who are going to stick them in their eyes or anything, but they are a bit like pointy. I just think it maybe looks nicer with rounded corners. Other than that, though, the colours have turned out great. I never have issue with the actual printing from this company. And yeah, I think it's too much of a coincidence, isn't it, for them not to have the laminate and the rounded corners. I think I must have messed up and maybe been in a bit of a rush when I ordered. But anyway, we can have another look at Lae'zel because she looks fabulous. I love how those greens have turned out. I'm trying to decide whether I should use a nice emerald green ribbon or maybe like a gold that would go with the tones in her skin. So I might have to try out a couple of different options. I'm just going to see if I want these rounded. So yeah, it's the middle one that I usually use for the bookmarks. See, I think that looks much nicer. It's more like, I don't know, just softer. I might do that. It's not like I'm in like a hurry to get these out or anything. You know, the market's not for a couple of weeks, so I don't know, maybe I should just round them. It's just annoying because it's quite a big job. But I'm not adding ribbons to these ones because they're just freebie ones, so at least there's that. You know, it's probably just as well because if they are freebies, it costs more to round the corners and it costs more to add the laminate. So it's just as well that I haven't spent the extra money, if that's the case. But I am going to double check the order just to make sure it was my mistake and not the company's mistake. Because otherwise they should be sending me out new ones. But I'm pretty sure it'll have been me. So yeah, I'm probably just going to round those corners this afternoon. It's not really the end of the world, because this week I have been a little bit stuck for what to do, because normally when I finish a new print, I want to start making the stickers and the actual prints and everything. But my printer is very low on magenta ink, and I ordered ink a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to have to chase that up because it hasn't arrived. So that's a little difficult, and I can't make the stickers because Cricut Design Space is playing up, or my computer's playing up, one of the two. I did actually order my new computer, so I don't know when it'll be arriving. Because at first it said between 7 and 7 p.m. and I thought, oh, is it next day delivery? Like, that'll be good. So I've been trying to stay in today just in case. But then when I looked at the email, it mentioned how it could take 3 to 5 business days. So I really don't know when that's arriving. But at least it's ordered. It's something that's done. I just have to wait. I've got to get a monitor for it as well. So, but it doesn't have to be the fanciest monitor, as long as it has speakers, so that I don't have to buy those separate as well. That's pretty much all I care about, because my tablet screen is like the important monitor. But yeah, so I may as well just spend the afternoon rounding the corners, and then I can maybe, if I get that finished, punch the holes in Lae'zel. I imagine there'll be about 64 Lae'zels, because whenever I order 50, they always seem to send that many extras. So that's how many extras of those. I ordered 200 of these though, so I don't know how many of these they've actually sent. So it could take a long time to get through them all. But we'll just have to make a start on it, I think. So I'll see you guys again in a bit when there's something a bit more exciting to show. Hi guys, so it's actually Friday already. Yesterday I was fairly chill. I just, added the ribbons to the bookmarks, did a little bit more diamond painting. But here is how Lae'zel looks with the gold, and I think it matches her really well. I think it goes really nicely with the green. It matches like the skin tone and the pattern in the back. So that is Lae'zel as her bookmark. I still need to burn the edges a little bit, and I have actually ran out of gold ribbon, so I've got like this stack left that need ribboning. So I've ordered more ribbon, and I think it's arriving tomorrow, so we will have to wait for that before finishing them all off. But I've managed to do quite a few, so I'll be good for a while. Like if she suddenly blows up and everyone wants a bookmark, I do still have quite a few that I can sell. So that is all good. I've got a really big order to package today. Gail has absolutely made my day. Not Baldur's Gate Gail, a different Gail. She has ordered, I think it's 2 notebooks, 2 keyrings, and a bunch of stickers, and it's a really big order. So thank you so much, Gail. I'm going to get started with packing that, as well as I think there might be a couple of other orders that need doing. So see you in a bit. Okay, so Gail, like I said, has ordered 2 Astarian journals, 2 Astarian keychains. I think somebody likes Astarian. A large Astarian sticker, a mini Astarian sticker, and a Karlach sticker. So this has absolutely blown me away. It's made my week. So thank you so much. And I've got a little freebie pack here with the new bookmark. I'm running out of my freebie stickers. I only have the portions left. I've run out of the books and the coffee cups. But we have these Ouija board stickers that I made a while ago. So I thought, that can all look nice together. And then I'll write the thank you card, and it'll all go in a nice little package. Okay, I'm a bit sweaty because I've been trying to tidy up and everything and get organised because I ordered my computer and it's going to be arriving this afternoon. So I want to make sure that I've got space on my desk and everything. I went out and bought a monitor, which I will show you now. So this is the one I got. It's an Acer. I think it's 24 inches. It's probably a little bigger than I wanted it, but it was the smallest one they had. It's an X-Display model, so I actually got a decent deal on it. It was pretty much about 30 quid cheaper than it was originally. So yeah, I mean, it looks nice and everything. But yeah, it's kind of going to be going in there. I do have a stand on the way as well that it can sit up on. It's just going to be awkward with getting prints out from here. I have my least popular prints at this side anyway, so the ones that people typically don't buy are on this side, but I'll just have to like shimmy things along. But it'll be easier to work out once I've got the actual computer here, which is probably going to go underneath the desk. And that's probably the best place for that to go, so that it isn't taking up too much desk space. But what I need to do now is back up all of my important things on my laptop onto my portable hard drive so that I can transfer things over dead easily. So that's what I'm going to be working on next. I lied. I'm not doing the computer stuff now. I'm going to have lunch first. So we're having some salmon sushi that I'm just smothering in some soy sauce. And I'm going to eat this quite quickly and then I'll sort the stuff out with the computer. Okay, the computer has arrived. So I just need to unbox it and set it up. Hopefully get it working. And yeah, hopefully there won't be any problems. I've never had an actual desktop computer before. So yeah, this is an adventure. Okay, let's get this bad boy open. So as you can see from the box, it is an Acer Aspire TC. I can't remember the full model name. That's probably on here somewhere. Power cord. And I'm not sure what this is. Dan will know. Like, it really pays to have a geeky boyfriend. Because I'm relatively tech savvy. Like, I'm not terrible, but I'm not as savvy as Dan. Right. Okay, it's in this cloth. Lift it out nice and gently. Whoa! Here it is. Now, what else is in this box? Oh, it came with a keyboard and mouse. So that's good to know. Well, I did know that. I'd forgotten if it came with the mouse though. I probably will just continue using my mouse. It's a little bit beefier than the one that they've given me here, but this will make a nice spare. So I'll put the keyboard to one side. I don't need that yet. Instructions. And some other things that I'm not sure about. And it's going to go under the desk, but while I'm setting it up, I'm going to have it up here. So I'm going to see if this will reach. It's a cool coincidence that I ended up with an Acer PC and an Acer monitor. It wasn't intentional. Is that a disk drive? No way is that a disk drive. Doesn't look like it can come out, so I'm not sure. Right, let us try and set this up. I also got this soundbar to use, so I know how to put that in now. That should just, oh, there's a USB as well. Oh, it should just plug into the headphone jack, I was gonna say, but there is also a USB. So I hope I have plenty of USB ports. My original plan was to get a monitor that had built-in speakers. Because I obviously thought that made more sense. It would be much easier if it was all in one. And originally I had a monitor in my shopping cart when I bought the computer, but there was issue with that one getting delivered, and it was asking me to select a delivery option, but there were no options listed. So it wouldn't let me progress. The website said it was in stock, so that wasn't the issue, but it wouldn't let me progress with my order because it said I hadn't selected a delivery option. So I ended up just removing it from my cart, and I thought I'll just go to the store and find a monitor or whatever. But that one that I was originally going to get did have built-in speakers. And then when I was in the shop, I asked if he had any, and he said no. Because they don't have that many in store. When I originally went in to check what PCs they had, because I thought it's always easier to buy in person than it is to wait around for it to be delivered online. So I thought, just on the off chance, I'll see if they have anything decent. And they only have, I think there was a total of 8 desktop PCs in the entire shop, and 4 of them were heavy duty gaming type ones, which isn't what I need. And the other 2 were, it was like 2 ends of the spectrum. Like the gaming ones are like too much, but the other ones were like super light, low RAM, low memory, low processing, built-in integrated graphics cards and stuff. So they were like on the other end of the spectrum, and I needed something in the middle. So that was a bit annoying. I'm confused. There's 3 different things that this can go into. I'm going to put it into the green one because it is green. We'll just see if that's right. Okay, and then put that in there. It does look like this has plenty of USB ports, so at least that's them. Because something that's fairly annoying with my laptop is that I was always having to unplug and replug stuff in because I didn't have enough ports. Right, is this working? Does it need to be switched on or anything? We'll set up the rest of the computer and then see where we're at. Oh, I should probably put the keyboard in as well, shouldn't I? Oh, is the mouse and keyboard like a paired thing? Like, I can't get into this now. Like, there's a little arrow for you to see that. You can't get into it. Right, don't panic. This is not an expensive keyboard. It was free. But there we go. Came out, yeah, so it needs batteries, which it came with. Right, okay. And we're just going to have to see if the keyboard works now that the mouse is in. So, yes. God, that's sensitive. Urgh. Well, guys, we got there. We're all set up. This is going to be going underneath eventually, but I'm leaving it here until the HDMI cable comes so that I can set up the tablet, because I just think it'll be easier rooting around the back to like find where to plug things in if it's up here and not down there. So yeah, it's all set up. Cricut Design Space is installed and working well, so it meant I was able to make my Lae'zel stickers. I only printed 9. I just did 1 sheet's worth for now, just so that I have some. But there she is. And that's because my magenta ink is really low. And I'm waiting on an order of ink that has kind of vanished. I ordered it 2 weeks ago and it was supposed to only take 48 hours to arrive. So I've emailed the company and we are chasing up that order, and hopefully they can send me a replacement, because my printer is shouting at me, telling me that the magenta is ran out. There's always a little bit left, even when they say that it's run out, because I mean, she is still printing and everything. But yeah, so I don't want to print too much, and I don't want to print the main artworks or anything yet until I get all of that ink. But yeah, new computer set up, looking very nice. I got the camera out because they were being dead cute with each other, like sniffing and waggling their tails and everything, but now they've seen the camera, they just want attention from me. Lucy's been whinging for her dinner early again, and it's like 2 hours, an hour and a half early. You're not getting it that soon, madam. No. You're a good boy, Pussy, aren't you? You're a good little lad. Look at that sweet face. Yes, I know. I love you too. I love you too. Oh. Yes, baby. Morning, guys. So at the start of the week, my plan was to have this vlog edited on the Friday. It is now Sunday, so I've fallen behind a little bit on that. But I'll be able to insert a couple of clips from the weekend, because we've been looking at more wedding venues. So a couple of places. I'll show you those like clips just as I'm talking now, because I'm at a point where I'm going to be closing out the vlog. So the first place was like a nice stately home. It was very beautiful. We didn't like it quite as much as the first place that we looked at though. So that place is still a top runner. The other place that I haven't been to at time of recording, but I'll show you the clips, is actually like an estate with a deer park added onto it. So there should be like wild deer, or not so wild deer, running around. So that'll be quite interesting. So my plan for next week is to be a little bit more organised with this vlog. I feel like I kind of lost my flow this week, and I want to find it again. I need to like see where I left it. But with that anyway, I'm going to close off this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.